I'm finally feeling like I'm not alone tonight. These feelings come and go, and I'm not alright. Just when I want to stay, you turn around and walk away. You're fading away. You're fading away.
Welcome to RC Fun Time. Here's your host, Sean Janum.
Hey everybody, we're back this morning. Again, we're here on Friday. This is the last day of qualifying, and I have a very special guest. Sir, would you introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Justin Haley.
Justin,
Yep.
nice to meet you. I thank you tremendously for coming on the show. How long ago did you get started in RC?
I mean, I had like the low-C sprint cars growing up, right? Like
Right.
those that came out. So would always run them around the driveway. But, yeah, I really didn't probably get started till probably 4 years ago. Yeah, I just started. There was a local track a few minutes from my house that I ran just Traxxas cars at. And did some Traxxas stuff like Super Street, Mud Boss, stuff like that. And then last year at Chili Bowl was my first time running anything else
Okay.
besides that. So came out here, built a two-wheel drive buggy and a SCB mod for my first time, and did pretty well. And then this is my first time this year ever driving a sprint car. I ran a late model one time that Max Floor built for me, but I raced it one time, and I was like, yeah, I'm probably not ready for that. That was a long time ago. So yeah, this is my first time racing a sprint car, first time racing a late model here. I tested it a few weeks ago with the GFRP guys. I'm with them this week. So, yeah, the cars are fast. I'm not sure if I'm quite ready to handle them, but I just wish I had more laps, right? I don't have enough time to do it, and
Absolutely.
I would like to do it more, but obviously I have a busy schedule. So I'm glad I can set this week out of my schedule and put everything aside and come out here and have fun.
That's awesome. You said you came here last year. Unfortunately, I wasn't here last year, but you raced in street stock. You put it together right before the show. Does something like that bug you, having to put a car together right before you actually get to race it, not knowing what the car is going to do or how it's going to feel?
Yeah, I'd never ran it, and honestly, practice day was just a disaster with it. My V mod was okay, so yeah, I just struggled a little bit with it. But yeah, I'm kind of the guy who always has his cars pre-built, and I don't have one car, right? I have a backup car, and then a
Exactly.
backup body, and this and that.
Exactly.
So I think that's kind of my background and where I come from is always having plenty of what I'm doing. That way, I'm never in a hurry, right?
Exactly.
They say races are one at the shop, races are one at the house in RC racing. So try to be as prepared as possible. Obviously, like this week, I got here, and you're never prepared enough. So I definitely have hit plenty of stuff this week. I did flip my sprint car out of the ballpark. I think I was the first to do it, so that was pretty fun. I thought that was funny. Yeah, here. So yeah, it was good.
Maybe sprint car, but I know there's been a few other cars go out of the park before.
Mine was on practice day.
Oh, okay.
I'd like to think that I was the first.
First this week. But you said you're racing GFRP cars. Very good. Have ran GFRP. I was seeing you out there just for this last the last of the invitational. I grew up racing in the area of Mike Murphy, and he's been an amazing guy to watch and go and win, and then now back again. That's been great. I mean, I heard you guys say some comments about how fast he took off on that field.
Yeah, he is super fast. I met Dustin last year at this race in the practice line that's forever long. You're standing there.
Yes.
When you get for minutes to an hour, so you kind of become close with the people around you, right, and build those friendships. So I was stuck with Dustin a few times in practice line. We met, and I was able to meet him and be able to drive his cars this week. And they've been the whole GFRP camp has been good this week. He's helped me a lot with my late model. He's been a super cool guy, and then Grant Riles has been helping me with my sprint car. So the good news is they go out and run, and you kind of pick which GFRP cars to you. So
That's your drink? You might want to move it over. Yours?
Yeah.
Your drink? Okay. Why don't we go ahead and move it over so OKO doesn't knock it over? The other one's OKO. This is my co-host for the week.
Gotcha.
OKO is from Washington area. And this is Justin Haley. I don't know if you know Justin. He was a champion last year here with Street Stock.
You're racing NASCAR?
Yeah. Yep. I try to at least.
Yeah.
How you been doing?
Okay. So I does stuff like that. Their bodies often get sick too because.
And you got it?
Yes.
He's been he's been full flu and contagious.
Yeah.
OKO started up racing about a year and a half ago as far as circle track, but he's been in the drag. He's done some pretty good stuff in the sand dragger world.
Gotcha, sand drag.
Yep.
Where's that out?
They brought in some guys from Puerto Rico. What was his name? The guy that you raced?
I don't remember.
He's like known as top guy, and yeah, he and the sprint you're running for the first time since you got here. How do they feel compared to?
I mean, obviously they're a lot faster.
Oh, yeah.
They're a little bit, I wouldn't say easier to drive, but they're definitely more glued to the racetrack. The sprint car is fun. I didn't really force a lot of downforce. The sprint car is the one I'm sitting good in. I'm 15th right now, seated. So
Sweet.
What would you say? What would you say it's easy to notice the difference between driving and driving in the NASCAR?
sure they kind of go back and forth, but yeah, the late model's kind of been a struggle. I was good. Didn't seed well. Stayed last night late. Practiced it. Still not sure about it. So, like I said, we got a lot of good people in the JFRP camp. A lot of people under the this week. They've been super helpful. A lot of fast guys.
You said you're able to get the time off. Fortunately, at this time, is this something that you continue to think that you're going to be coming to in the future?
Yeah, I'd like to try. Of us, race at, and I'm over here. So NASCAR does actually a great job of scheduling all of our production stuff for next week. So this week's kind of off for events. So I mean, I am full. I came straight here from Indy. I did an appearance for the team, and then I fly straight here to Nashville to do an appearance for the team. So
wait, India?
Indy. He said Indy.
But yeah, Indy. Anyway, it's busy. So yeah, I need to do it for sure.
Winning last year, does it
to your program, and you do the big car stuff too, but yeah, I just take it so seriously for no reason, which I think we all do. If you see all of us under this building, we take it way too seriously. My crew, I bring some of my buddies, crew guys, whatever you want to call them, and they say I get big stuff when I go up there to race. So it's fun.
For people that are starting out like OKO, how do you battle your nerves? What do you have something that you do before you go onto the stand or get into the car? Do you have a ritual that you do to help?
Normally, right after, fortunately here you can run a few laps and then think about it. Normally after you kind of get in a rhythm, it's good, and get past the start and you settle in, it's fine. So, yeah, it's just different, right? There's a lot of nerves here, a lot more wrecking here. A lot of corner marshal anxiety on them, flip you over, whatever. Yep. So a lot more factors. And also, I don't really think any of us have control over these things. I think they're just kind of, rocketing around the race track. And, I mean, it really...
You say that, but there are people that I have met, Mike Murphy, he's not sitting in the car. He can feel it like through his controller. He can, how hard he turns or how fast he turns, just by the auto response and all that. He's like, I can feel it in a sense. And he was a late model driver for quite a long time as well. So
yeah, I confirm. I actually do feel it too. Like I can feel when my car has low traction. And I can feel if my car is fully sliding through the corners, or if I'm forcing it to go through the corners.
Yep. Sure. Going down a straightaway or going into the corner, is that like one of the greatest inches of somebody that fast?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to undersell it, but I mean, and I've also grown up. The best way to explain it is if you're going down a city street at 30 mile an hour, everyone else is going down the city street at 30 mile an hour. If you're going down, everyone else is going 80 mile an hour with you.
Exactly.
Right, and you can't. There's no sensation of speed, right? You can't feel speed. You can just. Going in the same direction, and we're all close, and we're all doing the same speed. The speed doesn't feel crazy. It's more the lateral G-forces and things like that and the compression that gets to you. And then when it's time to stop or there's a wall coming, that's when you kind of feel the speed. So, the speed's not crazy. I will say, like, after a long off season, like we're experiencing now, and then like you get in the car, maybe not for Daytona, but you get to your first really fast, you'll be going on the backstretch the first lap of practice, and you'll be like, this is it, right? So, one of my favorites. It's
Do you know how fast go?
We go probably at Daytona. We go a little bit slower than we used to, but now at like Las Vegas or something, 190. So
Kilometers or miles?
miles per hour.
All right, and then in dirt oval racing, how fast are the dirt oval cars?
Well, it depends. World of Outlaws sprint car probably goes 130, 140, which is crazy.
Still.
But like the midgets next door are probably going 60, 70 because it's a small track. So, yeah, it just depends on what track. I mean, there's some, we'll go to a short track, a small track like Martinsville, and we'll only go 110.
Right.
But
What's your favorite track?
I
know
get
you
that.
said you like going to Daytona.
Yeah, I get that question so much. And I could tell you all the ones I really don't like, but I'm not going to.
Oh, yep.
And it's a struggle on your top favorite because it's just wherever you run good, right? Like, it doesn't matter anything else. It's just where you run good. I really like Las Vegas, and I really like Daytona. And I always say Daytona because I've won there a few times. It's Daytona, and I just enjoy it. There's something about going down there in February and spending a week or two there for speed weeks, and it's just different than any other race. So.
All right. Before we take off, OKO has something that he would like potentially to have you do.
Can we sign it?
Two things. All right, first, do you know what a hail melon is?
I do. Yeah, I was in that race.
You were?
Yeah.
What did you think when you saw it?
Well, I wasn't running very good, so I didn't see it, but I saw it after, and it was crazy.
Do you think it should be allowed?
Probably not, but I was teammates with Ross for a year in Xfinity, and he's definitely creative, and he definitely does not care for his own safety a lot of times. So it's impressive.
All right. For $1, where did he learn the trick from?
Where did he learn it from?
Yeah, like what gave him the idea to try it?
Oh, I have no idea. You'd have to ask him.
Yeah.
I actually last chance.
No.
I don't know.
All right. He and his brother used to always do. Yeah.
Oh.
All right.
Well, I know Ross, and I don't know the answer.
All right. Well,
Should we text him?
Actually, the answer is he and his brother used to always play NASCAR on his on the.
Oh, that's the story he told.
That's the story he told. Yes. He could.
You can't believe everything. NASCAR games.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it turns out it just happens to work in real life.
Also dangerous as all get out. Too.
Looked like it cost a lot of money too.
Yes, it did. I'm sure it did.
But it was worth it.
Yeah, you got that. You got that win, and definitely yes.
All right.
Asked,
It's a science.
How many have you interviewed?
A few.
Probably
5?
8. No, I think. Yeah.
Who's been your favorite one?
Either you or the other dirt oval racer we just interviewed.
T-Mass?
No.
Riley?
Kaylee or Riley Kimball just came
Gotcha.
over from the big show.
Cool.
14-year-old young lady. She's in the.
She's running over there?
Yeah, she ran on
That's
Monday.
crazy they lowered the age. I grew up racing micro sprints, and I always wanted to do it, but
Bless you.
never could because they had the age limit.
Yep. Sorry about it.
Chili Bowl flu.
Yeah.
No, they just lowered the age. It was 16 forever.
Okay.
And by the time I was 16, I was already in, I think, so.
Yep.
Kind of missed that.
Yeah, she said there's like 3 of them over there that are 14 this year. So she's
Yeah.
already up into.
Definitely believable. I know when I was 12, I was in a full size.
So
Cool.
She's a little bit disappointed. She was hoping to get a little bit higher, but she's also realizing that that's. So, and she said they're going all the way back to the Qs, the double Qs. She thinks.
Yeah, I think if you make an E main.
And she just missed the
Gotcha. Well, that's good.
jump up. So, but
Cool.
I thank you.
Just Wits Racing Products. They brought me out here. Big supporters, and it's been awesome. I've always ran his product, so we're all on red, I think, this week, and that's this cue card there is my race team's dark horse. So yeah, see what you can do today.
Fantastic. I finally got to meet Scooter down at Little Daga.
Mm-hmm. Yep. About what?
How loud?
How loud does it?
I mean, we have ear molds in, like earphones. So, I mean, it's a race car, but it's not like unbearable.
I have some of a noise sensitivity.
So, all right, sir.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you very
Yep,
much for your
appreciate
time.
it. Thank you.
Wait,
Fist bump?
okay,
Oh gosh.
Everybody, we'll be back.